long time since I shot another video, but I'm back. I have all my 2019 diecasts here. I will show you them. And, post down in the comment below if you want to tell me your favorite diecast so I can know you are a real NASCAR fan. Alright, there are going to be some customs and some real-life NASCAR Authentics and Lionel cars in here, but let's just start. Alright, first up is my Landon Castle custom I made. I made this for, I think it's the Summer Daytona race I made this one for. So, anyway, that's my custom. Alright, next up is a car that I made very late last year. Kurt Busch in his Monster Energy car. I didn't have the time to get a Kurt Busch at the time, so I just customly made one myself to try and copy off the real life one. Alright, next up is a real NASCAR Authentics diecast, Brad Keselowski. If you are a Keselowski fan, let me know in the comment down below, because I had two Keselowskis this year, and I don't know where the other one is, but anyways, this is the Auto Trader Brad Keselowski. Alright, next up is my Dow Austin Dillon I got last year. I think this was one of those cars that was, I think this is one of the cars that NASCAR Authentics made last season, where they just made all those cars for the Daytona 500. This is one of them. Alright, next up is this Mobile One Kevin Harvick. If you remember, for 2020, they did take away the silver on the lining here. I covered that for 2020. So, yeah, that's my 2019 Kevin Harvick. Next up is one of my favorite Kevin Harvicks from this season. Well, one of the two. Is the Busch Beer X-Gen car. Oh, yeah, this is the X-Gen car Harvick ran, and I think it was Pocono or something. It was probably Pocono. So, if any of you guys like this paint scheme, let me know in, subscribe if you're not new to this channel. If you're new to this channel, check out my other videos. You're probably gonna like them, and if you do, subscribe and let me know in the comments section down below. Next up is an Oscar Mayer Ryan Newman car I got in Indianapolis last year. And this is the only Newman I have for last season and from this season. Not much to say about this car other than it's sponsored by Oscar Mayer, it's Newman, it's number 6, and it has hot dogs on the car. Alright, next up is Daniel Hemrick's car, the Caterpillar number 8. I got this one when I took a trip of Bristol. Yeah, I took a tour of Bristol, I think it was. And I got this Hemrick car because I didn't have a Hemrick car at the time because he was a rookie. Alright, next up is the car I will be racing in my first season, in my first race, the Little Caesars Chase Elliott car. This one will be raced at Talladega this season, and maybe some others in the 6th race season. So, yeah, be sure to be tuned in for those other races. And I have 3 Chase Elliott paint schemes here. So this is the first one. I'm doing this in the order of the cars that are going to be in races, and then the order of the cars that I found around the house. Next up is a Playoffs Napa Filters Chase Elliott. I don't think many NASCAR fans have this car, but actually, I got this one with some other cars, and let me tell you this is actually one of my favorite Chase Elliott's from last season. Alright, next up is the Mountain Dew Team Rubicon Chase Elliott from last season. I got this one for my birthday from my grandparents. I actually like this car. It's got the shiny green. It's got the black number 9. It's got that camouflage color. Alright, so next we're going to move on to my favorite driver, Eric Almirola. First up is the Smithfield Almirola from the last season. I know not many of you guys are fans of Almirola, but I don't know why, but I just like Almirola. So we got the Smithfield colors here. We got the gold number 10. It's got the Mustang headlights on the back. And then, alright, next up is not one of my favorite Almirola paint schemes, but I kind of like it. It's the Shazam Smithfield Almirola. So, yeah, it's got that darkish red with the lightning bolt on the front. It says Shazam only in theaters April 5th. So, next up, this is a custom one I made from another NASCAR Authentics 2019 Almirola. I colored on it with some Sharpies, and here's what I got. I got the Smithfield Petty Blue with some magenta pink in there. I don't know if you guys are going to like this one very much, but I kind of copied this off of the Gen X car. I just thought this was a cool car. So I just decided to copy off it. It was originally going to be black and blue and gold, but I changed it up to black, blue, gold, and pink. Alright, next up we're moving on to the only Denny Hamlin car I have from last season and this season. The FedEx Denny Hamlin. Another one of those cars. You remember earlier in this video when I told you Dylan had, that Dylan I got came from the Daytona 500, one of those paint schemes? Well, this is another one of them. This is pretty much the only choice I have for Denny Hamlin from last season to this season, but it's a pretty solid car nonetheless. Alright, next up is a car that's going to be in my first race, Talladega, this season. It's the PBG Ryan Blaney from last season. So, I know a lot of you guys actually like this paint scheme. So, if you guys do like this, let me know in the comments section. I like this paint scheme too, but not as much as the other Blaney we're going to talk about later. So, it's got the rainbow colors on the bottom. It's got that blue, it's got the sweet looking blue spoiler there. Alright, next up is my, one of the more dull Blaneys from the season. Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, you guys can see that in the camera. It's the Talladega win Dent Wizard Ryan Blaney. So, yeah, I know a lot of you guys actually saw this car win at Talladega in the playoffs, moving him on to the round of 8. I gotta say, it's not one of my favorite paint schemes because it's basically just white and blue, but it's a pretty good paint scheme. If you guys agree with me, let me know. Alright, next up is a throwback paint scheme. When Tony Stewart won his 2011 championship, this is Clint Bowyer's throwback from Darlington. Now, this is the only Bowyer I have from last season, but I'm pretty much... Oh, wait, I have another one. I can't remember where I put it, but I still like this one the most. I might use this one in all 6 of my races this season. Alright, next up is a Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 5th Third Bank car. This is another one of those cars with the Hamlin and the Dillon. That's another type of these cars. This is the first Mustang I got from last season to this season. This is the very first one I ever got, the 5th Third Bank. I thought it was actually a pretty cool car. If you guys agree with me, you can let me know. I know I'm saying that a little too much, but yeah, you can just agree with me. That's the second 5th Third Bank car I ever had. Alright, this is the last and second Ricky Stenhouse Jr. car I have from this season. Last season. The Sunny D Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I don't know if you guys actually like this paint scheme the most, but I kind of like it. I like it. So, actually, I think a lot of you guys like this. Look at this paint scheme. It's a Mustang. It's got all that nice looking stuff on it. And I just noticed this just looking at it. The Sunny D is actually, I think it's taking out some of the Mustang lights. Oh my gosh, did they just screw that up or something? I don't know what happened there. Alright, this is the only Truex I have from last season. The Bass Pro Shops Truex. I know what a lot of you are thinking. Why doesn't this guy have the auto owner's insurance car? Well, when I was looking in stores, I didn't see it. So my choice was, I either get the Truex or I don't get a Truex. So I think I got this one for my birthday. I think that's what I got from last season. Alright, this is an Eric Jones from last season, but it's a twist. It's actually the 2020 custom one I made for Eric Jones this season. Ta-da! You can see what I did here. I covered the orange on top, and then on the bottom I did silver and tried to cover up the silver with the... I tried to cover up the black with the silver, and I give it the silver number. So, I don't know if you guys actually like that idea, but feel free to do that whenever you have those paint schemes. Just feel free to do it. Alright, I know how you guys know that Menard is retired and stuff, but he was actually one of my favorite drivers. I have two Menards I'm going to show you. The first one is a car I got in Indianapolis. It's the Ford Motorcraft Ford Mustang Paul Menard. I actually like this paint scheme. I bet a lot of you guys like the Mustang body, but I like it too. Alright, the second one, let's just move on to it. I'm so excited. Alright, the next one is a car I got for Easter this year, actually. It's a Glenwood Paul Menard throwback from Darlington. This is one of my favorite Paul Menards, like, ever. Like, I was bored of seeing the 27 all over the place with the yellow and the black. That did not match very well. Well, this car matches perfectly, and it looks awesome. Alright, next up is the only Joey Logano I have in Mustang yet. It's the Darlington Joey Logano. I got this one, I can't remember when I got it. I think it was the middle of December I got this car. It's a pretty solid car. This is the one he raced at Darlington. I don't know what it's throwing back to. I know a lot of people are thinking Harvick's win at Daytona, but I know some people are actually thinking it's just a plain old Harvick throwback and not throwing back to Daytona. Next up is my favorite William Byron I have from the Cup Series. The Cole Trickle William Byron. I know a lot of you are thinking, where did this guy get this? Well, I'll tell you where I got it. I got it from the Daytona 500 of 2020. That's right. I went there and I got this. The only reason I wanted to go over to the William Byron hauler is that I wanted to see if they had the Cole Trickle one in stock. And you know what? They did. So that was an interesting story. I actually like it. Alright, this other one, I don't like this Byron very much. But I did get it in the same line as I did with the Hamlin, the Dillon, and which one was it? The Hamlin, the Dillon, and oh yeah, and the Stenhouse, right. This one's the Liberty University Byron. There's not much to say about the car because I don't like the car very much. As, I don't know if you noticed this yet, but I'm actually filming at my Talladega track. So, my next video after this one is the race at Talladega. So, be sure to tune in for that. Alright, next up is a car I don't think most of you race fans have. It's the NASCAR Authentics Wave 10 Jamie McMurray Final Ride. I know, probably a lot of you are going to be like, oh, why does this guy have it? It's so boring. Well, it's not. Because I actually like this car. I was actually a fan of McMurray earlier this season. I was hoping for him to win the 500. I was hoping for him to win his final race. But he didn't. But it was a solid paint scheme with the Bass Pro Shops, the Cessna, the McDonald's, all of McMurray's main sponsors. Next up is one of my favorite Daniel Suarez's, the Haas Suarez. I've been using this for Cole Custer lately because basically in the 500, Cole Custer raced this car. I know why you are thinking, oh, why didn't you just get the Cole Custer? Because it doesn't exist. Alright, we're going to move on to another one of Stewart's championship paint schemes, the Daniel Suarez throwback. I actually like this car very much. I think I got this car earlier this year. I think is when I got it. Yeah, I got earlier this year. All right, next up is a DC Solar Kyle Larson. I know a lot of you are thinking, why didn't you just cover the sponsors? Because this isn't the one I'm racing for this season. It's the so I actually haven't used this car in a very long time, but I actually like the paint scheme. I kind of actually like it. All right, next up, you guys are probably gonna laugh at this one and lol like crazy. This is the Ross Chastain. This is the Ross Chastain one, but it's a Kyle Larson. It's actually a Larson. You're probably gonna notice this in future stop motions. I covered all the sponsors because, he's suspended, he lost his sponsors and everything. Chastain doesn't have a main sponsor. Well, guess what? Here's a Chastain car that has no main sponsors. Alright, next up is one of my favorite Bubba Wallace, Darrell Wallace Jr.'s ever. It's the first one of the two. The U.S. Air Force Bubba Wallace fighter jet car. I don't even know what to say. This is actually one of my favorite cars I've in NASCAR. Like, aside from other paint schemes. But, still, I like this Bubba Wallace really a lot. I actually like it. Alright, next up is... You're probably gonna be proud because I bought a lot of throwbacks. I got this one in Daytona. It's the Adam Petty Darrell Wallace Jr. car. I actually like this car fairly a lot. I'm probably gonna only use it in like one of my races this season, but you gotta admit this is a good paint scheme. Let me know in the comments if you like this paint scheme. Alright, next up, aside from one diecast, the rest are customs. I know I haven't shown very many customs in this video, but here's a car that actually is a custom. Jimmy Johnson's Ally car. This is technically 2019 and 2020. Technically it's this 2020 car, but I just wanted to show it because it's technically 2019. So yeah, Jimmy Johnson's Ally car. I customly made this. This is my reaction to the car. I honestly don't like the way it turned out. When I used the whiteout, it was really bumpy, and it just stopped me from using the black on the car. I don't know why. Alright. Next up is a BJ McLeod number 51 car. I saw this car in Indianapolis, and I was like, oh, it had Abraham Lincoln on the car. I didn't have a BJ McLeod at the time, so I was like, ooh, maybe I'll customize the one from Indianapolis. And I did. I don't know if you can see, but I did put the Lincoln on that car. Alright, this is another custom I made for the July Daytona race. It's the J.J. Yaley car. Yeah, I customized it for the 500. And oh boy, I do not like it. Nope. Alright, next up is my Brendan Gaughan custom I made. This is originally planned to be, the front was going to be black and then the back was going to be white. Well, that was reverse colors. So, earlier this year, I changed the colors around. So, I put the black here. I did put some black in the front because I thought it would give it some, it would make it look cooler. Alright, next up is the 66 of Timmy Hill. I also customized this one for the July Daytona race. Earlier this year, I gave it the sponsor eBay. And I also put this, like, Richard Petty Motorsports, like, curve on it. I don't know why, but I just thought it gave it some niceness. Alright, next up is an Alex Bowman Exalta car. I don't know why I didn't get the nationwide. I just couldn't because I couldn't find a nationwide car anywhere. So, yeah, I just got the Bowman and kept busy. I'm sorry, guys. I just have a really long line of cars. It's so hard to stay in frame. All right, next up is the Parker Quickerman number 96 USA car. It doesn't have a sponsor because this is a custom-we made one for the July Daytona race. I just made a United States of America flag all over this dang thing because I thought it would give it some flair. And it did. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's my custom video. Actually, it's not done yet. That was a twist. Now, it's time to choose my favorite of all of them. Ooh, this is a tough pick. Oh, I know. The Bubbles. I just had to go Bubba. This is just a cool car. Just look at this thing. If you agree with me, let me know because this thing is awesome. So yeah, guys, that's the end of my video. Be sure to tune in for later videos.